Luke's thoughts as he was being shocked from Palpatine's Force lightning. This is an interesting topic, since Luke was never exposed to Force lightning before this moment, nor did he even know such an ability existed. Our source today will be from the Return of the Jedi novelization by James Caan. Our scene begins just after this, right here. Palpatine raised his spidery arms towards Luke. Blinding white bolts of energy coruscated from his fingers, shot across the room like sorcerous lightning and tore through the boy's insides, looking for ground. The young Jedi was at once confounded and in agony. He'd never heard of such a power, such a corruption of the Force, let alone experienced it. But if it was Force generated, it could be Force repelled. Luke raised his arms to deflect the bolts. Initially, he was successful. The lightning rebounded from his touch harmlessly into the walls. Soon, though, the shocks came with such speed and power, they coursed over and into him, and he could only shrink before them. Convulsed with pain, his knees bucking and powers at ebb, Vader crawled like a wounded animal to his Emperor's side. Luke was nearly unconscious, beneath the continuing assault of the Emperor's lightning. Tormented beyond reason, betaken of a weakness that drained his very essence, he hoped for nothing more than to submit to the nothingness toward which he was drifting. The Emperor smiled down at the enfeebled young Jedi as Vader struggled to his feet beside his master. The outpouring of bolts from the Emperor's fingers actually increased in intensity. The sound screamed through the room, the murderous brightness of the flashes overwhelmed. Luke's body slowed, wilted, finally crumpled under the hideous barrage. He stopped moving altogether. At last, he appeared totally lifeless. I find it really interesting how Luke was smart enough to attempt to use Tutaminis, to absorb and reflect the lightning, even though he had never seen or heard of such power. The fact that it was actually working for a little bit alludes to just how powerful Luke was during Return of the Jedi.